Welcome back. I know it's been a little bit, but we are back into Minecraft here on the GG server. We are going to go ahead and do a little bit of an update here with looking around at the Dwarven area, as well as going over to the minigame district that is in Spawn. There's currently a competition going down for the whole month of March, so if you have not gotten a chance to jump in and join in on that, please make sure to do so. Also remember to like and subscribe, and for more content that comes out from here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let me get out of F5 and let's head over and see what's going on. So we were kind of visiting the Copper Cup, nice little bar establishment in the Dwarven area built by SoBeats myself. Need to update the sign. I was waiting for it all oxidized so I can do the alternating letters, so we'll get that done at some point here. So the biggest updates that have happened are currently below and up top. So let's head down below through the winding paths of our Dwarven area, and we're going to just do it down our drop chute. So one of the things I've been working on down here, I got started this, you can see back a couple of episodes ago, back in probably it was February, January, I was working on this space. I'm going to come back to it at some point. But I had this idea of a staircase kind of going down, and so that's what we're kind of looking at here. A winding path being held up by chains built into the structure. So eventually I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. This is kind of my industrial storage system and all that stuff back there. You know, the stuff that's kind of boring, not wanting to see. But I was working with some pathways and just using some trapdoors, campfires, and slabs. I was able to make the nice little drop down, so like almost like you're traveling down. And I kind of want to put like little caverns, maybe even if like it's like hovels or homes into the walls here, that like of a former mining area for like the miners, and kind of go through here. So like all the people that go down into the mine and work all day, and then they come back up into the former cavern they've dug. And so I'm just kind of working down here, and eventually I think I will take that down to bedrock, and we'll have a giant cavern down there. So I really like the vibe of the way the staircase goes. I mean, it's very interesting, and it's functional too. I can actually walk up and down it. I've done a path similar to this before on our previous server. I had floating pathways that bend and bowed with floating islands. So maybe one day I'll have a video of that world on here at some point. Just not today. But that was the update down here. I don't think anything else has been changed much. I mean, like I said, giant storage system going on, moss farm, iron farm, bee farm. I got a bunch of farms all throughout here. I dug out a chunk. You can hear the slime farm that's right here. Again, I'm trying to cover it up. That's why we have this archway here. So definitely want to get back into down here. I have so many more plans. You can see all the layouts that are currently over here ready to go. So maybe soon. You know, life gets in the way sometimes where you got things going on. So this will always be there. So let's head up to the other update, though. The other big areas that I worked on. So I worked up top for more defensible area here. So let's go ahead and we're going to go right back to the center space. You will see that when we get there, I put a lot of lines up. Let's go to the middle here. You'll see I'm putting some pathways cutting across, and I'm planning on either putting walking paths or minecart paths going through that. So I'm going to do that all throughout the space. I do want to keep adding more like little buildings into the walls themselves and having pathways that access them. So that's part of what is going to happen here as well. You can see where I was kind of starting to work on something that might go up here, maybe a wrap around this pillar here that goes all the way up to the top. So there's a lot of ideas that I have kind of working right now, so they'll slowly develop and encompass this area throughout the life of the server. We got plenty of time to work on that stuff. But the big thing, the big change, because you know this is just a giant hole in the ground, I need to make it defensible. I need to have some defenses here that allow, you know, it to be protected. So we have built up a giant castle wall, kind of a turret system here. I'm going to try and avoid the mobs as best I can. Keeps it interesting, right? And so you can see that there is this, helps to fly, this massive wall that will defend here. And I'm going to try and put like some barracks and all that inside of here, so that like it can seem more lived in. Like I do have a pathway that goes down at some point right there along the outer edge of this. But yeah, so I want to make it where it's like very active up here. Maybe do some armor stand stuff up here. I know we have that mod, or not mod, but like that add-on installed here, similar to Hermitcraft. So kind of can do some cool stuff. But we can kind of come up here. I plan on making these all actually fully functional. This is kind of just the base line right now, getting the structure built. But yeah, trying to vary the heights, have it very much like, hey, we have a wall here, wall there, and I want to do a lot of snowbanks around the outer edges. I would show you that right now, but there's so many ads down there, being early on in the morning. Yeah, I don't want to get caught dying down there. But I like the idea of having like all this stuff having activity inside of here, like almost like everything in here is all bustle, and out here we'll put some snow drifts, maybe put some encampments around, really dress it up. So that's kind of a big update. And I really like the flow of this. The angles I thought were pretty good. I liked how I was able to texture everything just by kind of just using some blocks. I do definitely need to change a little bit of the faces. Like you can see this tower over here behind the beam. I need to have a little bit more like stuff coming off of that, and so I'm going to kind of play around with that later on, see if any of the other dwarves have some ideas for that. But yeah, so that's the update to the upper half of the base here. Now we're going to go out to the front of the base. So last time I did show off a lot of this area here. You can see I've kind of been doing some more buildings as well. I'll probably show that in a later video once I have it more complete. And I definitely went through and got a little tree crazy and started adding a lot more foliage, and I think that really helps fill in the space and dresses it up. So I'm going to keep doing that. Probably once this all gets built for the front entrance, we'll kind of fill in this, maybe some more mountainous areas. But yeah, there's a lot of ideas kind of brewing for this space. If you have more, feel free to comment them below, and we'll see what we can add in here. Also, this roof will eventually oxidize. It's all intended to be oxidized, so hopefully soon, maybe someday. But down to what I was actually going to update you on. So going down to across the bridge here, we have our docks. So I was working down here quite a bit over the last couple weeks. I really like the idea of having like some way of entering into this Dwarven city for other people. So my two thoughts were either we had the rail network, or we had this here, because we're kind of surrounded by ocean in multiple regards. So I have built up a dock, or a baseline of a dock, and you can see I'm framing out the buildings right now. I have some different designs from Another World I did a while back that I'm going to try and bring into this. And you can see here, this build over here, really nice. I believe that's from Big Tony MC. So check him out on YouTube. He does a lot of cool creative builds, and he builds in survival as well. So, yep, here I have it labeled. Yep, Big Tony MC, original design, YouTube. So if you want to go check him out, I believe that is his YouTube channel. I can hear a invisible spider. I saw the particles a moment ago. I don't know where it's at. And ignore the fact that I did not light up below all this. But yeah, so I really like this build. I think I'm going to put some like stables behind it as a cool little add-on back here. I know he had that as part of his. I took it off. I'm going to build a separate stable for horses. But I really like the design. I think I'm going to try and keep with that vibe and kind of add that into my own stuff. So like here you can see my in-part projects that I'm still working on. Got a little storage building to hide a bunch of stuff, even though I keep using storage by the beacon here. And I got to do some interiors too. That's a big part of what I need to get done. And there's a sheep that got trapped where I meant to put flowers, and it's just there. So he's going to hang out for a bit. But yeah, so that is over here in the dock. So I'm hoping to get that finished up sometime within the next kind of couple weeks and have that all looking nice. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going out this way. I put a pathway here. I'm going to try and figure out how far or how big I want to make this. You know, the bigger the better, but I also want to make sure I get things done. So that's why I kind of stopped over here. Like you can see, I have the pathway going, but right now I'm going to hold off on the farming area along these different ways I lit up. So I'll eventually fill in that space, put some more trees in, maybe some more of this space where I have availability to put animals. So I got some donkeys and some cows and pigs in here. Need to definitely add some more to that. But yeah, so that's the Dwarven area in a nutshell right now. So hopefully we'll keep going and see where things lead us. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and we're going to go over to the mini game district. So see ya over there. Okay, welcome back. So we are now over at the mini game district here. So took a little bit over to get over here. If you wanted to get here, you just take the rail all the way down to the east, and you'll get off here at the mini game district. So currently, again, there is a competition going on here. So the idea is that you build a mini game, and everyone's going to vote on it after end of March. So you still got about like 12 days here. So feel free to jump on in, get into this, and get after it. Here you can see some supplies. Someone built a very nice hut. I wish I knew who, so I can give him credit. I do love the Mario theme here with the flagpole and everything. I got what you're going on here. You can see the nice little question mark. I'm envious of your map art. I want to know where you did this at. I couldn't find it on the map, so kudos to you, man. I really like that. That's awesome. Okay, but we are on a mushroom island, so it's nice and safe. So I'm going to take you through what we have here so far. This is the first time I've seen this. This looks awesome. These are the kind of mushrooms I want to build in the Dwarven area at some point underground. Have some mushroom farmers harvest them up. But here is what my game was. So I built a little parkour kind of challenge. Thinking of like bouncy castle, I always had this idea I wanted to build like a slime bouncy castle. For, going back to when watching Iskal mess around with this stuff. It was Iskal or Mumbo, I can't remember. And I really like the idea. So the way this works is you are going to just try and get to the highest point. So you take a sign, you try and put your sign as high as possible. So there's some way to get up there. There's some way to get up to the very top, but you got to figure it out. So you got to make sure you come over here, you place a sign as high as you can, no breaking blocks, no elytra, no outside blocks. What do you win? You win bragging rights and the parkour champ title so far. To start the game, turn on the lever and then press the button. And that will engage the pistons. And so now you can start jumping around and be launched and have some fun. And you can kind of hop around, and there's all kinds of places you can get to throughout this. So enjoy the Slime Castle Parkour Challenge. And so when you're done, you just go ahead, turn the lever off, and it shuts it all off for you for the next player. So that's what we got there. Okay, so feel free to jump in that. I believe Siler's built this next one. This is Chicken Shoot. Shoot chickens before they sound the bell. Stand on the pressure plate, and there's bows and arrows available. So let's get our bow out. So let's see how well we do at this. So we got to shoot the chickens before they get down. Oh no, I am terrible. Let's go. We'll do one more go. Let's let it clear. I really like this design. This is a cool design. Really nice. Like how they just drop down. I wonder if you set two next to each other, you can play against another person. That'd be cool. Maybe you need to add this to the Dwarven area as a mini game just for over there. Oh, and I still end up hitting something, so something must have gotten far enough down. But you can see it's set up with a tripwire here, and then no mess because Kentucky Fried Chicken in the lava there. Awesome design, really love that. But this is new. Oh look, even someone's working on it. So Oblivious Fish, they're working on what looks to be some kind of maze. Let's see if we can get a sneak peek. See if they notice us. But I'm really happy. Like, kudos, man, for building this awesome mushroom designs all throughout this. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and get an aerial view. In the rain. Mushrooms love rain, right? No, I have no idea. I'm not avid with that, but I mean, this is insane. Let's see if we can get like a swoop-in view. Oblivious Fish, this is awesome. Absolutely amazing. I don't want to ruin it for myself by looking at the maze layout. So I'm just trying to fly around overhead. I don't want to ruin it for when we actually get a chance to go through it once it's done. I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's insane. So hopefully we get some more mini games built in here. I know people have been busy. You know, it's just how things can go sometimes. I'm trying not to. You can see in the video. There we go. I'm not cutting this. You can see in the video. I'm trying to avoid seeing the maze layout so I don't ruin it for myself. But that's the biggest updates right now. I know over on the other side here, I'm going to run out of rockets probably by the time I get over here. On the other side here, I know Aaron is working on a tree farm for the public. Will be up today. Sorry. No, that's still an awesome build. I really want to do something with those mushrooms in my own build at the Dwarven area. That I've done mushrooms before on 2 servers ago. I did like a ancient log kind of thing, like it was kind of decomposing, and I put them on that. So, like I said, that was probably my favorite map so far. Yeah. So Aaron is working here. Sorry, I get sidetracked. So Aaron's working here on a tree farm, so there's going to be different sections throughout that. So that's going to be really helpful for anyone who's looking to farm. And you can see it goes all the way down. So there's going to be all these layers of trees. It's going to look pretty awesome once everything's in there. So really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else people add over the next couple weeks here. So if you have any places that you'd like to see or would like to showcase, please feel free to let me know. And I will try to do my best to head over to those locations and see what people are building. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, like, subscribe, so we get more videos coming out to you. And again, if you have anything suggestion-wise, please let me know. Got to see some cool builds in the Dwarven area. Not to toot my own horn, but and then also I think the best thing we saw today was Oblivious's mushroom maze that I really hope we'll probably just try to record and do it on video to see how well we can do with that. Might have to speed it up a little bit if we get really bad at it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.